On a daily basis, Sarah Huckabee Sanders lies, but it's much rarer where she actually admits that she lies. This week, we actually got to that point. And so I'm sure she's been fired by now, right? No, of course not. But I do want to go through it. And much more interestingly, perhaps, her explanation now as to why she admitted then that she lied. So let's walk through this. First, the original lie. This is in the wake of James Comey being fired. This is the first attempt by the White House to explain sort of why he was fired or why it might have been necessary. Here is what she said right after he's fired.
Look, we've heard from countless members of the FBI that say very different things. In fact, the president will be meeting with acting director McCabe later today to discuss that very thing, the morale at the FBI, as well as make an offer to go directly to the FBI if he feels that that's necessary.
Okay, so James Comey at that point had lost the faith of the FBI. They all hated him. They talked about him behind his back. He didn't get invited to parties, all of that. And those people messaged Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And you're gonna see a little bit more of that in just a second. But first, so that's the lie. Where's the admission? Well, in the Mueller report yesterday, we saw this. Sanders told this office that a reference to hearing from, quote, countless members of the FBI was a, quote, slip of the tongue. She also recalled that her statement in a separate press interview that rank and file FBI agents had lost confidence in Comey was a comment she made, quote, in the heat of the moment that was not founded on anything, which I think should be the postscript to her career, basically. But she admits there, it wasn't founded on anything.
Exactly. Founded on nothing.
Founded on nothing. So that's out there. You know, we had the afternoon and the night where everyone's like, I mean, nobody is, let's not be stupid. Nobody's surprised that she lied. We know that she lies, but she doesn't admit to it. That's her whole job, is lying and then not admitting to it. The only reason she did in this case was she faced potentially going to jail if she lied to the Mueller investigators about it. And so in that case, she couldn't lie. So now she's on the record, but that doesn't mean that like she's not gonna be able to squirm out from under it, as you'll see in this clip.
Really? Like,
I mean,
so are we talking
between like email, text messages? Absolutely,
50,
yes.
60, 70?
Look, we're not gonna get into a numbers game.
That's not a slip of the tongue, Sarah. That's a deliberate false statement.
I said, actually, if you look at what I said the slip of the tongue was in using the word countless, but there were a number of FBI, both former and current, that agreed with the president's decision. And they've continued to speak out and say that and send notice to the White House of that agreement with the president's decision. James Comey was a disgraced leaker and used authorization to spy on the Trump campaign.
I've got to stop you there because you said something else to the special counsel.
George.
Sarah, hold on a second. The special counsel writes that those comments were not founded on anything. That's what you talked to the special counsel about when you were facing criminal penalties if you didn't tell the truth, but now you're trying to walk away from it. Why can't you acknowledge that what you said then was not true?
I said that the word I used, countless, and I also said if you look at what's in quotations for me, it's that. And it's that it was in the heat of the moment, meaning that it wasn't a scripted talking point. I'm sorry that I wasn't a robot like the Democrat Party.
Yeah, well, I mean, a robot might be an improvement because depending on how you apply the laws of robotics, maybe there'd be a clause but not lying in there. I don't know. So again, slip of the tongue.
Put $1 in the nerd jar, please. Put $1 in the nerd jar.
No, I'm not gonna do that. So slip of the tongue, heat of the moment, telling you what your heart lied. I don't know.
That's why it should be illegal. The absolute reason it should be illegal is to, use Asia's name in vain.
Yes.
The band behind Heat of the Moment. Like, so it sucks that immediately that's what she is.
That's what you think of.
She is colonizing your brain and making you think that awesome motivational song.
It was great.
But I'm on her side in this situation because when she said countless people have approached her, she wasn't wrong. You can't count up from 0. Or, to put my $1 in the nerd jar, maybe it was a pre-Aztec mathematical approach where 0 wasn't a concept
It wasn't defined yet.
There was no 0.
Count less, yes. So the issue there, that's why she's in her position. Everything that you just saw in that, she was asked a very simple thing. Respond to this paragraph, which we've already read you. It had slip of the tongue, that's true, but it also had wasn't founded on anything.
She made it up.
made it up. So instead she said, well, you know, like, yeah, it was a heat of the moment, but ever since then, people have been saying that they didn't like Comey and they've been messaging that. No, but that's not the lie. The lie was, she said she had talked to countless people within, it was about what, 24, 48 hours at that point, that she had received texts and emails. Not that over the course of the next 2+ years, someone would contribute to that dialogue. She said she'd received countless. When someone in the audience said, what is it, 20, 50, 60, she said, well, I don't want to get into numbers, leading you to believe that it might be 20 or 50 or 60 or at least close to that. And that was founded, as it says here, it wasn't founded on anything whatsoever. She just made it up because it was convenient.
But she would still cling to that concept, and that's what's so frustrating. Definitely the way that the Mueller report is written and the way that she defends herself by going into like the specific underquote of what is attributed to her as a false statement, rather than everyone just, and that's what's so frustrating with this whole process, is we can't step back enough and say, listen, this is all bad. This is all terrible. She is lying. And we're gonna get into like the specifics of which words she used when just the general concepts she's furthering are utterly based on nothing. But she proceeds from the little lie and they repeat it and repeat it with different words, but the same general through line to the point where it's so divorced from the original deviation from reality that we can't even remember what reality was.
Well, actually, so why don't we touch base with reality again? Because that was the reason we focus on this lie, I think, is because she lies all the time, so she doesn't admit to it. In this case, she was forced to under penalty of perjury and going to jail. By the way, that is a reminder of why Donald Trump never sat down with Robert Mueller, because he would have faced the same sort of issues. There are more important lies that she and the other press secretary told. So Sarah Huckabee Sanders lied about Trump dictating the statement about the Trump Tower meeting. She lied about when Trump decided to fire James Comey. She lied about the involvement of Sessions and Rosenstein in Comey's firing. And her predecessor, Spicer, lied about who decided to fire Michael Flynn and lied about who decided to fire James Comey. So from the inauguration to when they made that last statement, the lie that we showed you initially, effectively, we were not able to find out anything accurate about any of this because she and her predecessor were tasked with constantly lying about it.
And it's legal for her to do that. That's what's also frustrating. It is totally legal, apparently, for her to just stand in front of the press corps, speaking on behalf of the president, and lie multiple times about multiple things. There is no recourse except for public opinion, which, by the way, public opinion is against the president. So all these things they say that they've won and it's been litigated already are utterly false because every day it's relitigated in public opinion poll after public opinion poll, which doesn't trust the president and knows that they lie.
You lost control of the House to the extent that the people can turn against you. That's in America how we represent that.
Yes.
Is losing the House, which you did.
But I want everyone to go back and look at that first video. It's Stephen Portnoy posted it on Twitter about Sarah Huckabee Sanders lying to the FBI. If you notice when she's asked the question by the reporter originally, she has her tell, like her tell's there. It's a small smile. It's before any of this starts. But as he's asking her the question, she starts to like subtly smile because she knows she's about to lie. So go watch that and then watch video after video of Sarah Huckabee Sanders. That's what she looks like right when she's about to lie.
And then play poker with her. To make a few bucks. Thank you very much for watching this clip from the Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.